So much for joining us on our Plexus Work from Home series. My name is Ryan Flatt. I am one of the regional sales managers with Plexus Worldwide, and I am joined tonight by an incredibly special guest. Not only is she one of our rockin' leaders with our company, but she is one of my good friends, Tina Walterstorff, all the way from South Dakota. How's it going?
Really good. Good job on my last name too, by the way.
Yeah, we were actually just chatting. I think we were just gonna call you Storff for
yeah.
The Storff, so it sounds more legendary.
Yeah, the Storff sounds fine.
Storff, I don't know, something like that.
Now everybody's gonna call me that. That's okay though.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
First one's free. So Tina, for those people out there who don't know you, how long have you been with Plexus?
I've actually been with Plexus for about 3.5 years. So.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We've accomplished a lot in a little amount of time. That's incredible.
Yes.
So going back 3 years ago, before the Plexus days, what was it like before enrolling with Plexus, and how did you first come to hear about Plexus?
So before Plexus, I actually owned a dance studio for 12 years. I taught all kinds of dance classes, taught 19 classes a week. Wow. I was the only dance teacher. It was really hard to find people to hire. So I was kind of like on my own, but I had over 200 kids. Loved my dance studio. And I also kind of towards the end of my dance career got into fitness competitions and started competing and really working out a lot, taking that seriously. So I was super active. But I was like this person who looked healthy, but I did not feel good. So I had, digestion type stuff, low energy, just couldn't keep up in my workouts and my dance schedule. I was tired a lot. And my dance students would bring me Diet Dr. Pepper or Diet Coke, and they would bring it to class. They'd just like gift me. Pictures. I have lots of pictures with my students, and I'm the dance teacher with diet soda. Bad. So bad. But that, upped my energy in such a bad way. So just I just didn't feel right. I went to doctors a lot, just kind of telling them that I didn't feel right. I just, different stomach issues and struggles that way, that they just really didn't have answers for me. I was puffy a lot, like my hands and feet, things like that. And it seemed like life then, our family went through a lot of medical trials. It seemed like, my son had 2 heart surgeries. My older daughter went through some health stuff. It was just kind of like, you sometimes feel like things just spin out of control. That's kind of how it felt at a certain period of time. And so we just joined the Dave Ramsey program and started paying things down with his program and just trying to get ahead in life, I guess you could say. And I ended up, after 12 years, closing my dance studio. I took a library job about 2 years after that. And I'll back up just a little bit. We adopted our little girl from South Korea. And so
cool.
So part of me closing the dance studio was because I wanted to be home more with her before she started school. So when she started school, I took this school librarian job. I had to work for somebody else for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
It's totally fine if people like to do that, but I was used to being my own boss and my own, setting my own schedule and all that stuff. But I'd never heard of Plexus before. A coworker reached out to me because she saw me complaining about stuff on Facebook. Thankful for Facebook memories. They always come up at times when I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally was the girl who complained about her XYZ, whatever was going on.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I hate that. I hate seeing it. It was like, oh, I was that person. I just kind of brushed it aside for about 6 months.
Right.
And so that's how I heard about it. And then one night I couldn't sleep. I was in a lot of pain, just uncomfortable. And I got on YouTube and I remember thinking, what is this Plexus thing? I feel like God just told me, because I had been praying for answers. And I've been praying for answers for a couple things. I felt like when I closed my dance studio, I lost my purpose, because I was always Miss Tina for 12 years. And that was my purpose. and passion. And so I was always praying for something like that to just help me feel like I've got a purpose again. And obviously my family is a huge part of my purpose in life. Right. I've been married for 12 years, or been married for 26 years, 26 years. And we have 3 kids. So obviously, I mean, like, you have purpose and meaning with your family, but that dance studio gave me like just this fulfillment. I can't even explain it. So anyway, I was praying for that and also praying for something to help me with my health. So that night, I don't know, it was like 2 a.m. Plexus, this word plexus came to my mind. I hadn't heard of it before. I thought, okay, I'm going to check it out. And I hadn't checked it out before because I had tried so many different supplements through my fitness competitions and all things. I just thought I tried everything, I thought.
Right.
I came across a testimony, and I swear to you, God gave me this testimony. It was a lady talking about everything that I was struggling with. And the cool thing about this is that she also talked about how it took a lot of time for the body to really resolve some of the issues she had. And so I knew right away, like, okay, I'm totally doing this. This is my answer. And I knew, like, I'm not going to just, this isn't a quick fix. I knew from her video that I need to give it time. So I was like all in. I woke my husband up at 2:30 or something like that. And I'm like, I'm trying Plexus.
I'm sure he loved you for that one.
I laid there awake till like 5 a.m. and I got up and I like got in, ordered my stuff.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I know. Well, yeah, my wife has woken me up a few times in the middle of the night, and it's always a surprise. Never anything as fun as starting Plexus, I tell you that. So that is exciting. But
he probably was like, thank God, I hope this works for you.
Right, yeah. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, yeah, good night. Whatever gets you to sleep and not wake me up. Yeah. No, but that's exciting. So, okay, you had this epiphany hit you, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to take the first step. What was it like? You know, how did it feel taking those first steps and joining and signing on and starting with the products?
I just felt for the first time really, really hopeful, full of hope, because this was like something different. Root healing, you know, balancing your body, gut health,
all the good stuff.
All those things that I just was like, I feel like this is what my body needs. So I was just full of hope. Really, really hopeful.
That's awesome. And that is, you know, we have a little saying in Plexus that we're a bunch of hope dealers. And I love it. I think that's really cool. So, yeah. Okay, you woke up in the middle of the night. This is it. You took your first steps. Now, after you got started on the products, like I mentioned earlier, you've become quite the leader with our company. It's amazing. It just means that you've got all these wonderful people who wanted to do this with you. But who were some of the first people that you reached out to in your Plexus journey, and what did you say to them when you first contacted them? That seems like a good story already.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like I ordered my stuff and I was right away on the phone to my mom, who struggled with a lot of the stuff, same stuff I did, my aunt, and 3 of my best friends who were struggling as well.
Love it.
We complained to each other about things. And I was like, OMG, you're not going to believe this. This is different. I know I've tried everything out there. You guys, like, you know, whatever I would find, I would tell people about. I'm like a live out loud person. So I just was like, oh my gosh, you guys have to do this with me. I think this is going to help you too. Let's do it together. We're going to get healthy together. And we were just all super excited. So all 5 started pretty much right when I did. I mean, I got my stuff first, but they got theirs like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days later.
I love that. Right on. Thanks.
And they are all 5 still using it, still taking it 3 years later.
You know where to find the mom and the aunt, right? I mean, you got
exactly.
That would make Christmas a little weird.
Yeah, no, really.
That's awesome, though. You know, and I think that's what we see happen so often is that, you know, this is really one of those things where it's like anything else in life where you're excited about it or you enjoy it, whether it's the taste or the excitement or the hope to what you said. You want to shout it from the rooftops and share with people. And I think that's what's so organic. So you know, those were your grassroots starts, right? So you've come a long way since mom, aunt, and three friends.
Yeah,
You brought on several more people who share the same vision as you. And I think
yeah.
that's really exciting. So jumping to current day, what's it like now as far as stability and what has Plexus done for you guys in that realm?
Yeah, so I am going to back up just a titch because when I shared with those 5 people, I ended up getting a pretty large paycheck. And I did not know anything about the compensation plan. Like, I was so excited about my health and I was excited about my friend's health. And then my next paycheck was even larger. And that's when my husband, who's an engineer, he's like, we should really check this compensation plan out. And he was blown away.
It's awesome.
And we were like, wow. I'm like, I felt like at that moment, I think God has totally double answered a prayer, health, and my prayers for something to come into my life that I felt purpose, right? But I earned leaders retreat as I was earned the first rank in Plexus as a silver ambassador. And when I went to leaders retreat, my eyes were so wide open about the company. I literally cried. When I walked in, it was in Orlando, Florida. I was like amazed. I cried with like the integrity of the company, God-centered company. It blew me away that the company, the integrity, they know how to throw a party, they know how to reward people, and it literally blew me away. And I was like, I am a lifer. I am here to stay.
We have quite the events team. We love them and the work they put together. I'm telling you.
Amazing.
They
Yeah,
do a great job.
amazing. And now I've earned my 4th leaders retreat.
Woohoo!
So I'm so excited.
Amazing.
So what life is like now, I'm super excited because 2 years ago, I decided to quit the library job and just be home, be available. I really just desired that. You know, I desire to, like I said, I'm used to being my own boss, setting my own schedule, doing all those things. So I felt like I am home. I am where I need to
back.
be. Yeah. And just to like, between my husband's business and my Plexus business, it's given us a lot of freedoms that we didn't have before. And one thing I want to say is that, you know, I said we've been married for 26 years. Before Plexus, we never traveled. It was like staycation stuff. And Plexus has given us opportunities to travel and give us experience and memories, and it has just given us so much joy. And more than anything, I know for a fact, 110%, this is my purpose. I have my purpose now, and I have a passion for helping people get healthy and reach those goals that they want to. It's just, I can't say enough. I absolutely love this company.
That's amazing. And I think that, to your point, that's probably one of the most inspiring things about the company is that when you see someone hit their goals, it's really exciting because you just know that it's that many more people that have been impacted as well. And usually the really unique thing about Plexus that I love to see is when people hit a goal with the company, it's not a singular celebration. Everyone rallies, and it's just so exciting to see everyone come together and cheer each other on and see the excitement of people hitting goals. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, we'll get on a Zoom after someone's hit a goal and we're celebrating with each other and cheering each other on. So it's really given me like this sense of community too, and friends, like lifelong friends that, I mean, I had friends before Plexus, but I feel like now I have some really rich, deep friendships. And it's grown me too, personally, my mindset, my personal growth journey. Like, I'm not the same person I was at all 3 years ago. And that has taken me doing the work in me. You know, that's me wanting to dig in and like be better and learn skills. And so I do that, and I'm addicted to doing that. I want to be better. And the more better I can be, like the better I can show up for my family and everybody else. So I love to pass that on. Anything I learn, I love to pass it on to my team.
That's fantastic.